Awesome day to you lovely, lovely people. I want to take a minute to give thanks for such an amazing, amazing day. And to just make sure that my day is filled with gratitude. I'm sitting here meditating and ants are literally everywhere. And they are everywhere. And I was sitting here thinking, oh my goodness, can I actually sit out here without the ants? Then I realized, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Yeah, they can be a bit annoying. But think about all the things that they do. Seriously, think about what ants do. Oh my gosh. We always look at the pesky sides of things. We don't really look at how tremendous they really are. They're absolutely amazing. So, I guess you're wondering, so what tremendous things do the ants do? Well, I can honestly tell you, my daughter killed a ginormous roach, one of those big water bugs. If you're in the South, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And within seconds, ants were all over it. Like maybe a minute and a half, but no, it was a minute. It was very, very fast. The ants were all over it. And then and we just left it there. It was on the porch, so we left it to see just how long it would take. But they literally demolished that little thing. Well, it was ginormous, but they demolished it. As tiny as they are, they literally got rid of it in a very short period of time. I found that to be very fascinating and actually useful, because they get to feed their families with that, and they also got rid of it for me. So sometimes if we just allow people to just do their part, then things won't be so difficult, strenuous. Sometimes things can come with a little bit of ease if you had the mindset to just allow people to do what they do best and not try to micromanage everything or try to just control everything. I had the privilege to assist a friend of mine with a speaking event yesterday that she had at her home. And I got to meet some amazing women. I'm going to say these women were all 60 and older. Very, very amazing women. And it was quite interesting. I had not planned on staying that long. I was just going to help out in the beginning. But I actually ended up staying for the whole event. And what I noticed, what I learned, is that the care that these women, the way these women took care of themselves, how can I say this? The way that these women, let's just say that these women were all beautiful women, looked very, very nice, but were in most of them were in poor health. And when I say poor health, I don't mean like sickly. I just mean that, well, here comes a train. So I've got planes, helicopters, and trains. Not sure how long this train is going to last, but I'm going to try to speak louder. At any rate. Oh my gosh. All right, that's a little better. Just had to wait for that the beginning part of the train to skedaddle. So, at any rate, what I learned at this event was that a lot of the women that were there had, and I don't mean to say poor health in a negative manner. What I'm saying is they had a lot of health issues that let's just say that they were talking about these issues as if they were common. Meaning, oh, I had this done, or I had that, like hip surgery, hip replacement surgery. I've met quite a few women that are 60 and older that are having these or have had these. And I'm like, okay, is this like the norm? But in other countries, you don't really hear about that. People needing hip replacement surgery. And then there's they had some, like, everybody's got diabetes. Not everybody. Most of them had diabetes. They had, what is it? What else did she say? Let's just say that there were so many things that I literally was shocked and to learn that these things are common ailments or common, these women deal with these things so commonly, in their everyday life. And I'm like, oh my goodness, and they're just learning to eat better. They're just learning, like, here comes the end of the train, so we're gonna have another loud part. But one lady, so everybody brought a dish. This was a speaking engagement. This lady came, she spoke, and so everybody brought a dish. So I'm thinking it was probably about 10 women. I thought that was the end of the train, but it's not. It's another part of the train, another noisy part of the train. So at any rate, this one lady brought a mixture of greens. I want to say it's kind of like a green soup, but it was a mixture of a lot of different greens, like collards, turnips, kale, mustards, that kind of thing. Maybe dandelion. And then she had some red peppers in it. She had some small white potatoes cut in there. Just a lot of different things. And it was, oh my gosh, it was absolutely amazing. And then she said that she took a healthy cooking class. Now, she's every bit of maybe 70 something. At least that's what I would take her age to be. I didn't ask, but I know everybody's well over 60. Not everybody, but most of them are well over 60. And but she's like, I don't cook my greens all the way. I cook them, I like for them to have a bit of a crunch to them. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's like, yeah. And so she said that she learned in her cooking class that you shouldn't cook your food for, hours and hours and hours all the way, because you don't have any nutrition in it. Now, I learned this at least 30 years ago, maybe 26 years ago. Oh, wait a minute. I learned this, 27, I don't know, 26, let's say 26 years ago, that you don't cook your greens. Now, I'm in the South, so we have I grew up eating collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, and I can recall that my mom would cook them for hours on the stove. And although they were absolutely delicious and melt in your mouth, but the flavor was from, I guess, like the seasoning of whatever meat they put in it. My mom would put turkey necks in it. And like I said, it was delicious, absolutely delicious. But everything was cooked like forever. And even then, like, I was on a healthy tip, and I would have, like, my mom introduced me to salads very early on, because she worked at a restaurant in a hotel called the Marriott. The restaurant, I forgot, I don't know, it was the Marriott Hotel restaurant in Atlanta. And so she introduced me to, she would bring home some of the food that, I don't know, she would bring some food. I'm sorry, the ants and they're just crawling all over me. So at any rate, she taught me very early, maybe not intentionally, but because she was tired and she didn't want to cook, so she would just bring me, baked potatoes, salad, some steak, or, a meal from work. And so early on, I ate, salads and things like that, whatever. So my mom, okay, maybe I need to go inside. The ants are just everywhere. So, but my mom, like I said, she introduced me early on just eating salads and things like that. And my mom, she made salads with her meals. So, and I'm talking fresh green salads. We also had potato salad, but we had fresh green salad. So I when I started to have kids myself, well, actually even as an adult, but when I started to have kids, come on, you guys, I made I would make my own stuff. Oh, before I even get to that, so when I was in school, when I was in high school, kids would sell candy to make money. And I was like, that's a neat idea. I like that. But I didn't want to sell candy because I didn't like candy. So what I did was I sold, a friend of mine and myself, we sold, she worked at McDonald's. So we would sell sandwiches. We would take the order the day before from the kids. And we would sell two types of food. The McDonald's, you can order McDonald's and she would bring it, or you could get a Swiss turkey sandwich on wheat bread with Swiss cheese, or monster cheese. What else? I think we did have American cheese also. And then I would sell potato chips, and I didn't do the water, but we would have turkey ham sandwiches. Everything would be a turkey product, and that's what I sold. I did very well. I honestly did very well. And we would heat up the McDonald's food in the teacher's lounge. Okay. So very early on, I was doing a healthier version of food and providing that to people. And so I have always been the person to opt for the healthier version, not necessarily intentionally. It's just because I prefer that taste of something not so heavily cooked, if that makes sense. So anyway, it's come to my attention that, not just come to my attention, I take that back, but just being there yesterday in the midst of those women, and there's a couple of them limping, walking with a limp. There's this one really cool lady. Oh my gosh, she was absolutely gorgeous. And but she called herself the Bionic Woman. I thought it was hilarious, but also kind of sad in the same breath that she's had so many different replacement surgeries that she would refer to herself as the Bionic Woman. Now, for those of you that don't know what the Bionic Woman is why can't I think of her name? Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, she's like this amazing woman, but she's a woman that they put in enhancements in her, and it was a show that I watched growing up, and so she had special abilities that the average woman didn't have, which was like speed, hearing. What else could she do? She could do a lot. She was strong, just like super cool, right? And so she referred to herself as the Bionic Woman. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's funny, but it's also really sad because her body is continuing to, her body is having to cope with these foreign objects inside of her. And anyway, I'm not a medical professional, so I don't know what her body's actually doing. Just from my own mindset, or my perspective is that the body would fight these foreign entities that are in it, foreign objects, foreign materials. I said entities, I'm sorry. Foreign materials that are now inside this body in an already weakened state. And so how do you heal from that? So, but at any rate, I was just thinking that women, men too, but at least 60 and older, have this thing that, and not all, I'm just speaking from the experience of yesterday. Well, actually, not take that back, not just yesterday, because I met a guy that had a knee replacement, and he was talking about how amazing the doctor was. And then, but I've just been meeting a lot of people that are having these different types of procedures done and thinking that it's going to improve their health. I know of a lady that had, cataract surgery, and the first eye went very well. So then she went ahead and proceeded to do the next eye, the other eye, like she's got more than two. The other eye, and she was in a lot of pain. It didn't go as well as the first one. And she did them back to back, not like within the same day, but definitely, I want to say within the same few months. I'm sorry, maybe less than that, but I don't know the details. I just know that it was all recent. So, okay, I'm distracted because I'm just knocking off the ants. I don't want to kill them, but they are everywhere. Every time I move and I wipe my wipe them off. They're just like under my hand, and they end up dying. So, but I should probably get out of their space is what I should probably do. So, I don't see a lot of this in other people that I've met from other countries. So, at least I don't hear, because I've been asking, I've been talking, and I just don't really hear where a lot of people have had these surgeries and things like that, these procedures that have been done. And I'm not knocking the procedures. I mean, if you need, if this is helping you to walk and to be independent, by all means, I'm not knocking the procedures at all. My thing is, I didn't realize it was so common among a particular age group of people. And so that is what got my brain percolating. And so I don't know, it's just weird to me that it was just common to have, hip replacement surgery, knee replacement surgery, pacemaker, and just to have all of these issues, the diabetes and the what did she say she had? I forgot what type of cancer she has. And then thyroid issues, I just renamed it. I didn't expect that yesterday. So, at any rate, these ants are just like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. Now go on home. Go home. Go on. So, but I want to say, while you are able to, not even while you're able to, I don't care what stage of the game you're in, I don't care how your health is, start making some more intentional moves with your wellness. Honestly, start making wellness moves as opposed to dealing with just specific things. Work on creating a whole wellness environment for your body, and then see how that works out for you. It does not concern me, but it does kind of bother me just a little bit of that. So many people rely on outside of themselves for the answers to their health concerns. And I'm still just thrown. Like, that just shocked me. I have no words anymore. I was just shocked. And so, have you guys experienced or realized that so many people, or maybe you have, had a particular procedure done? I'm interested into knowing when you had the procedure done and how long, how long did it take you to start back feeling normal, if you even felt normal again. Did it yield you the results that you were seeking or that you were promised? Are you still having issues? How do you maintain a hip replacement? Do you have to get this done every so many months, every so many years? Just curious. I mean, of course I can Google it, but I have. But I want to actually hear from people that actually are experiencing this. So, I think one just bit me. I knew that was, I didn't know it was coming, because sometimes I expected it sooner, but they were nice not to bite me. No, that wasn't that. Okay. So, at any rate, I am going to get my day going. I just wanted to just put that out there. Oh my gosh. Let's make wellness moves as opposed to like I said, just dealing with specific issues. And I don't know. I'm still just shocked. Like, I probably should have just allowed my brain to process it before I did this video. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I'm just shocked. Absolutely shocked. So anyway, you guys have an amazing day. I'll do my I missed my lives last week. I think I did one. Yeah, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to. I've always had an appointment or something scheduled during my live time. So, but I will be back on schedule here next week. Probably, well, this week, because I didn't do it yesterday. So, but Thursday, I should be back on schedule. Anyway, have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me, Peter. I appreciate it. Honestly, I really do. Have an amazing day.